I never thought I would see what's happening right now in the conservative movement, in the conservative base, and people that I thought were advocates for independent journalism, advocates for the president, advocates for voter integrity, advocates for getting rid of illegal migrants. I never thought I would see people making statements, making decisions, more importantly, making excuses for people. I just never thought I would see it. I can't do it here. I am not going to make any excuses for people running for office. When you get an endorsement from the President of the United States for governor, that's huge. That is huge. When you get an endorsement from the President of the United States for Congress, for the Senate, for vice president, for a cabinet position, that is monumental. President Trump is vouching for him, vouching for them. We've got a governor here in the state of Arkansas. Sarah Huckabee Sanders was a press secretary for Donald Trump. She ran for governor. He endorsed her. She wins in a landslide. Now, I don't know what's going on. The Minnesota situation when Mike Lindell took an odd turn. I don't believe he has a chance of winning now. I believe the primary is August 10th, August 11th. Don't correct me if I'm wrong there. I was watching Neil Johnson's show last night. Neil addressed the situation. He is a sponsor, or he is sponsored by MyPillow. Neil and I are friends, and when adult men are friends, they can have conversations. They can question their decisions. Neil's a friend. I'm not going to sit here and say Neil's a bad guy because we all know he's not. But that's his decision, and I'll leave it at that. I just will leave it at that. And there's people that are going to say the interview was a trap. If you're going to be governor, you better be ready for those interviews that are traps. That's my opinion. There's a big one coming out right now. A big situation that could throw the entire majority in the House into chaos right now. And this is Cory Mills out of Florida. Cory Mills is now threatening legal action against Todd Blanche and Trump's DOJ because Cory Mills has a lot of baggage and it's now being exposed. Says Cory Mills, you're going after the media outlet trying to save Trump and Speaker Johnson's majority. Should he drop out immediately? We have razor-thin margins in the House, in the Senate, and we don't need this. We didn't need the thing with Mike Lindell. We don't need this. I'm very upset with this.
Tonight, Congressman Mills is under criminal investigation by the Department of Justice. The details are scarce, but according to NBC sources, the investigation touches on his finances, and investigators are interested in some of his overseas business dealings. A source also confirms this is being run out of the Middle District of Florida. Mills represents Seminole and Volusia counties. Now, this is not the first time the congressman's name has been wrapped up in investigations. Just last week, Mills won the first round of a legal fight involving a lawsuit brought forward by his Republican primary opponents. The suit claimed he did not sign at least one of his qualifying documents, and it was not notarized in Florida, which is required by law. The judge ruled in favor of Mills. And late last year, a former girlfriend was granted a protection order against Mills. She claimed he threatened to release nude photos and videos of her to punish her for a breakup. He denied all the allegations against him. Mills is also facing an investigation by the U.S. House Committee on Ethics over allegations he may have violated various laws. We have reached out to Mills for comment. We have not yet heard back. Tonight,
So this is all coming out right now because Nancy Mace has filed documents to have him removed from Congress. And Cory Mills chimes in. You're falsely reporting President Trump and AG Todd Blanchard investigating. Supposed phone call to a person a year ago. This is a weird dynamic, to say the least. Here's some pictures of Cory Mills with Byron Donalds. Take you back to a little investigation by Blaze Media. 5 former colleagues of Rep. Cory Mills say he told them he became part of the mostly peaceful religion. If it's not notarized, it's not legal. So is he truly an elected official? I am starting to question rules because it just seems like rules don't matter. Now, I don't like this guy, Ro Khanna, but Ro Khanna brings up something here that is really, really important. And I want to get your take on this. Somebody says no one has the balls to cover this. Sorry, maybe I'm maybe I'm so dumb that I talk about it. I don't know.
Get the votes and pass a bill.
The Republicans have the White House. The Republicans have the House. The Republicans have the Senate. The Republicans have the Supreme Court. And yet they're complaining that the elections are rigged. I mean, they obviously are winning. I wish Democrats were more in charge. And it's somewhat personal for me in the wildfires in California, and we still have not gotten money there.
He said the quiet part out loud. I've never agreed with this guy. I think he's going to be the Democrat candidate in 2028. But he's so right. Republicans have the Supreme Court. I don't know about that. They have the House. They have the Senate. And we can't do anything. We can't do anything. Why? We're useless, or rhinos are.
Get the votes and pass a bill.
The Republicans have the White House. The Republicans have the House. The Republicans have the Senate. The Republicans have the Supreme Court. And yet they're complaining that the elections are rigged. I mean, they obviously are winning. I wish Democrats were more in charge. And it's somewhat personal for me in the wildfires in California, and we still have not gotten money there for people to rebuild their homes. It used to FDR, when he said that he wanted the New Deal, he compared the Depression to a natural disaster. And the reason he compared it to a natural disaster, he said, Americans, of course, support natural disasters, and so they should support a New Deal on a depression. It was just assumed in this country that we support people after natural disasters. And I'll tell you something, the next Democratic president better be supporting red states and natural disasters, or I'll be the first person in Congress to criticize that person.
The ironic thing
is, this guy's right. Why can't we get anything done? We control the House, the Senate, the White House, because Congress is trying and the Senate has their heads up their rears. I think you're right about that. I can't disagree with you. Man, I hate to do this already this morning. Wow, let's go ahead and get rid of one. Flood, good morning. Thank you. Goodbye. Back to the toilet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I didn't think I'd have to flush anybody before 10 after 7. But buddy, oh buddy, I just can't. I won't deal with the personal attacks. You can question anything I say, but when you get rude and you get nasty, you're gone. Ro Khanna, this guy will probably be the 2028 candidate. We got Cory Mills, that's really making waves, damaging any chance we have with this majority that we have. And we know if the Democrats get the majority, things are going to change quick, guys. Things are going to change quick. I think y'all are probably Mike Lindell'd out. I don't know if any of you want to see any of this response. If you do, let me know. I'm happy to play it. I've got it up here just in case. But let me show you this. This is one as well that's interesting. John Thune. And there's a lot of people that don't like John Thune. I don't like John Thune right now. Because John Thune is holding up anything that we could accomplish in the Senate. Look at this.
Maybe she or somebody else ought to get on the phone and get the votes. Right? It's 50 around here. So instead of, pointing the finger at Republicans, they might think about going after the people who are stopping it on the floor, which is the Democrats. And if there are Republicans that they think are gettable, get on the phone.
So John Thune is basically saying Caroline Leavitt or the White House should do the job of the Senate Majority Leader, him. Anybody having any problem with that? Uh-oh, here we go. Gunner's mate, had you not put Trump in as leader, Republicans may be popular. Thank you, Gunner's mate. I really appreciate you chiming in. Gunner's mate, I ask you the question. Who would you rather see as president right now? Does anyone agree with Gunner's mate for his position? Gunner's mate doesn't believe Trump should be the president. Okay. It's all right. Your opinion is relevant. That's your opinion. Thune is the leader. Call him. Should we call John Thune today? Let's write that down. Good morning, Gunner's mate. Hey, Ben. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. I think we should call John Thune this morning. That's a great idea. Here we go. How is it possible this network still exists? Look at all of the hoaxes that CNN has. Tell me which one's your favorite in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from as well. Because I always find it interesting how different people have different perspectives on where they stand in politics. Somebody said F. Lindell until I hear from the president. The president endorsed him. The president endorsed Mike Lindell. I don't think Mike has a chance, but look at some of these here. Trump trashes troops, hoax. Trump called for Liz Cheney to be executed, hoax. Violent crime down under Biden-Harris, hoax. I want Elon Musk to buy CNN. That's what I want. I really want him to. Someone said they don't agree with Gunner's mate. Okay. Y'all can have any kind of debate you want in the chat. I'm happy to see some real honest debate about what's happening in America. I think too often we don't. We don't allow debate, or we ignore it. Let's go here. So these are the headlines coming in this morning on Gateway Pundit, one of my sources that I like to use. Republicans accuse Democrat Attorney General Rob Bonta of rigging the election after sneaky change made to voter ID. Elon Musk destroys The Economist editor. Let's go here. Smearing normal people as far right. Well, we're all far right here, right? Far right. I don't know how you think of the media or what your opinion is of the media. But for me, the media could be public enemy number one. And I think I have. Yeah, here we go. Let's go right here. Listen to what Elon tells this lady. This is classic, man. This is classic Elon.
Why people loathe you. I mean, some people do loathe you.
Yes, some people do.
But do you understand why? Do you think what you're doing is helpful for Western democracy?
Maybe some people do loathe me. And that's probably true. I don't care. But the fact that as you pointed out, a 250 million people follow me, is that I think a lot more people actually like me than don't. And I think a lot more people hate you and the media more than you realize.
I think Elon Musk just said what all of you want to tell the news media. That you hate them, you distrust them. When did the news media... Wow, you are bad. Holy crap. Elon's my homeboy, but he blocked me. Corn Pop, if you're blocked by Elon, I don't know if I should allow you to stay in here. Question for everyone in the chat. Scale of 1 to 10, how much do you dislike the media? I think that's why a lot of people watch my morning news show, because we're not the media here. We're not the media. We are not the news. We are, well, I think I'll show you what I think I am. I think I'm independent. Veteran-led analysis. Join the community on Patreon. YouTube takes a cut when you become a member. I really appreciate you becoming a member on channel. But follow me on X over at Navy Vet. Patreon, you're going to get some commentary, some behind-the-scenes content. I'm doing some behind-the-scenes stuff today. I'll be sharing that in the Discord for all of you YouTube members. Elon Musk said exactly what we're thinking. All of us align on one thing. The news media smears normal people. I love that he says that we're just normal people. Look at this. Let me pull this one up here. He goes into a little further. I'm going to make a full video of this later because I love everything about this.
What the normal people?
Okay.
What you call the far right, falsely.
You think is the normal person. Okay.
Yes. Literally, you could go back 10 or 15 years, and these policies were completely normal. In fact, one of the tricks that I think is funny. One thing that's quite funny is to like take a speech from Obama and Hillary, and then go to someone and say, who's sort of on the sort of what I call the lunatic left, and say, what do you think of the speech by Trump? I'm like, oh wow, he's the worst person ever. Actually, that was a speech by Obama, or actually, that was a speech by Hillary.
I agree. No, I agree that the center of gravity in this country has shifted. Certainly,
he caught her. He caught her, and she couldn't walk it back. I think it's amazing. I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Now that I know that Corn Pop has been blocked by Elon, I've got to rethink some things here for Corn Pop's destiny on my channel.
And say, what do you think of the speech by Trump? I'm like, oh wow, he's the worst person ever. Actually, that was a speech by Obama, or actually, that was a speech by Hillary.
I agree. No, I agree that the center of gravity in this country has shifted. Certainly, the Democratic Party has shifted to the left. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people like Rupert Lowe. I'm talking
right,
about
please.
people.
It's actually just normal people. It's just normal people. It's just normal people. And and here are the principles. And tell me which of these sound terrible. That we should have secure borders. That we should have safe cities. That we should have sensible spending. Which of those three are far right
Those
fringe?
No,
and I would like
Sanctuary cities, that's Democrat. Amnesty, that's a Democrat policy. Not allowing the SAVE Act, that's a Democrat policy. Anchor babies, that's a Democrat policy. Oh wow, we got another one. Man, if you're blocked by Elon, I might have to get rid of you. Obviously, he's the free speech disciple. I'm subscribed to Elon. But think about all of the Democrat policies that the news media pushes. And then ask yourself, can you vote for anyone as a conservative, as a right-wing conservative, for anyone that does that? I don't know, man. I think it's insane to believe how, I mean, look, this woman is an evil, evil woman.
That we should have sensible spending. Which of those three are far right
Those
fringe?
three? No,
And I would like to just admonish you and the media for the absurd characterization of the far right. It is false and misleading and nonsense. Please keep this part in.
We'll keep.
Oh, boy. Elon Musk, I've got to give him a
amen,
boom shakalaka.
hallelujah, and a boom shakalaka.
Wow. She was not ready for this. Tater bites, they forgot Elon's a genius. Yeah. If this guy was a natural born American, he would be the next president. He would be the next president. Send Gunner's bait down the drain with corn pop. Woohoo! Let's see here. 60% of people say corn pop should go. He's blocked by Elon. Wow. That's what I feel like about the media. That is what I think of the media. Look at this guy. This is America's mayor right here, right? America's mayor. Brandon Johnson out of Chicago. I want to get back to a little bit of this Elon thing first. Says in the same interview, she tried a different angle, pressing Musk on why some people loathe him. He just calls her out. He's like, people might loathe me, but that's probably true. I don't care. I think more people hate you than the media, or more people hate the media than they realize. This is so good, man. This guy right here doesn't give a damn. I think what you're seeing right now that Trump has done with the help of people like Elon Musk is show us who our enemies are, who is working against us, who's working with us, and who we can trust. You think Elon's for amnesty? Ben, the country's at a crossroads right now. We're going to have some very difficult decisions to make whether they want to keep our country or not, and that those decisions are going to come very soon. Okay. I can't disagree with you 1 second. The CNN thing, man, that blows me away. CNN is cooked. Mike Lindell cooked his campaign. Chicago Brandon Mayor now wants reparations over ICE raids. Is there anybody in the chat supports reparations for ICE raids? Let's do this. I want to just... There will be a few. There will be a few. There always is. Here, I can't even spell reparations. Reparations is tax money for criminals. That's what they, or at least in this sense it is. Reparations for ICE raids. Here, let's go.
I believe the most relevant ballot referenda question around receiving reparations for communities that experience that hardship, and whether that was on the west side of Chicago with a black man being placed in an illegal chokehold, or long guns being stuck into the faces of women and children, zip tied and thrown in vehicles, kidnapped, shot at. I mean, police officers, tear gas, right? And so the updated policy in the spirit of my...
Okay. Reparations for ICE raids. Help me out with that one. Help me out with that. Look at this polling data here. 13% of people in Chicago say they want to see Brandon Johnson run for re-election. Anybody live in Chicago? Morning, Brother Ben, everybody in the chat. I'm sick of this guy, and Abby Phillips too, as well are their lies. Ro Khanna will be the probably 2028 Democrat nominee. I'll tell you what's going to be entertaining. It's going to be entertaining to watch the Democrat primary, because they are going to bring out people like AOC. Brandon Johnson could run for president. Ro Khanna, John Ossoff, Beto O'Rourke. Joe Biden could run again. How entertaining could a debate between AOC and Elon Musk, or not Elon, Kamala Harris be? Could you imagine a debate between Kamala and AOC? Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm telling you right now, that would be bingo, bango, bongo. I think it would be like going to the zoo and watching the orangutans throw crap at each other. Oh God. I've already got some. I'm giving Neil Hill, he keeps covering for him. Now he's totally flipping on deportations. Wow, I see that comment. Ben, Mike Lindell sold such a good product, he doesn't have any new customers, but a whole new demographic shows up, at least 20 million. What? What does this say? Ben, I watched your show after you aired it this morning. I'm shocked the only one. Yeah, I was shocked too. The Uniparty can endorse him now. Okay. I'm going to go back over here for a second. I'm going to pull something up. Follow me on my X account. Squid, Submarine Qualified Till I Die. That's me. We're streaming over here right now. Looks like Mexico Mike has got a new product line out this morning. He's got a new one coming. It's going to be an interesting move to see what that next one is going to be, but Mexico Mike. And then I guess he came out with another new one. It's called the My Amnesty Classic. Patented adjustable status, free driver's licenses, jobs for illegals, will not go home. These pillows stay forever. These stay forever. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. We'll get through some other stuff while we're talking this morning. Myself and Matt Morse, we're calling for, neither of us can support this guy. Maybe I am, what do you want to call it? A fringe element? But that's just my status this morning. I can't get involved with that. I just refuse to be involved with anyone that is going to support amnesty. Let's go here. Where's it at? Donkey Voice. Thank you for calling. What you got, Donkey?
Hey, my brother. Pleasure to speak to you again. Well, when it comes to the media,
okay.
It's I actually shut off my Dish Network, and you know me, I'm a donkey and a dinosaur, right? So
sure.
I've never owned a computer, and I've never used an ATM. Proud of that.
Wow.
But yeah, how's that? Well, I'm old, you know. But anyway, everybody's given up everything to the system itself. Now, most people are not that healthy. Most people can't change a flat tire. And all of that has been indoctrinated into the current system to take the freedoms and the ability of people to work and think for themselves. So I shut off the media. I'm done with it. The only media I get is through you and a few other brothers that are, podcasters. And I have more peace of mind because I used to kind of flip through CNN or whatever just to see what the idiots were saying. But now that I don't even listen to that, I'm better. And so much love to all the patriots and to all the Christians. Be safe, everybody. And thank you, Ben, for your program.
Thank you, Donkey. Line 3, go right ahead. Line 3, call back. Somebody says if you sleep 7 days on the new My Pillow, you're a citizen. I got to give you.
How dare you?
That could be comment of the day so far. Fridays we like to have some fun. Little Fridays, reparations for My Pillow. Yeah. That's exactly what we're wanting this morning. Reparations for My Pillow. I don't know if I want to cover this Sean Ryan thing. I think he's become a lunatic. Let's go here. How about this one? I didn't have this one on my bingo card either. Listen to what Jesse says here.
Jonica, it's a new one from Tampa. If AOC becomes president, are you moving to Paris? Didn't I promise I'd move to Paris if Kamala won? Sure, yeah, I'll move to Paris. No problem. Jonica.
If AOC becomes president, is anybody moving? Woo, boy. Shut off the media years ago. We've got some stuff I want to show you here real quick. This is James Carville freaking out this morning, which I love. It looks like he's in bed, probably with the VD. I think he lives down in New Orleans. Listen to this. Lines are still open. Feel free while we're blazing through this.
I don't know if we're not better off said, okay, we'll take that alternative ID, bring your gas bill or your light bill or something. Because for whatever reason, this shit polls at 75%. It doesn't make, I don't think.
Even Carville wants voter ID. Where are you calling from, caller? What's your name?
John from Pride, Louisiana.
Pride, Louisiana. Hey, James Carville lives down in Louisiana. Are you guys hanging out this morning?
Yeah, I'm sipping on a cold one, waiting for him here at the cafe so I can tell him good morning.
What would you like to say this morning? Let's hear it.
Something I've tried to get in contact with you and say about the pillow guy.
Okay, let's hear it.
This is 5D chess, approved by the big fella, just to test the waters. If we can't muster enough 35 and under year olds that can go out and do physical work, you know, it's possible. It's 5D, baby.
I think Mike Lindell ruined any chance of ever becoming a governor of Minnesota. I don't think anyone is going to go for that. I don't think so, man.
I know. But testing the water to see how MAGA would react, especially if he would come out with, hey, we can't muster enough people to go out and do this crap. Because you know that's crap work, sir. And it's hard, and it takes somebody that really wants to do it.
I think if you want to eat, you work. That's my thought. I don't think 5D chess. I just think Mike made some really bad decisions. But thank you for calling, man. I appreciate it. God bless you.
Sir.
I don't believe that's 5D chess when you come out saying you support this crap, right? Mark, Pittsburgh, what do you got?
Yeah, Ben, I was just wondering, if there are so many people on the right and on the left who want the Save the Act or Save America Act, right?
Uh-huh.
How are the senators justifying to their people that they cannot get enough votes?
Let me ask you. How are they justifying it to you?
You're lying to us. That's what they're doing.
Sounds
they're
like you
lying
knew
to me.
Sounds like you had the answer the whole time.
Yeah, I was just wondering who's behind it. That's all.
Who do you think is behind it? Who do you think is behind it?
K Street.
Who?
I think it's the lobbyists. It has to be. It has
Lobbyists.
to be the people that are paying them. Or who else can it be? It's got to be people that are paying the senators their sweet salaries behind closed doors and making backdoor deals in order to not sign the papers. And it has to be. It's either that or we got to get rid of everybody.
Who is relying on illegal voters?
The Democrats.
Okay. So if you know who's relying on the illegal voters, does amnesty keep illegal voters here?
No, and that's what's crazy. Why are the Republicans doing it too? That's what's splitting my head.
No.
in
What I'm
two.
saying is, does amnesty keep illegals in the country?
Well, obviously, yeah. Right now, they would if Mike signs that paper saying that they're allowed to stay here. That would keep them here forever.
And what does that mean?
Am I
someone,
catching it?
hold on, if someone is here illegally and they have a baby, is the baby a citizen?
The baby's a citizen. Their uncle's a citizen. Their step uncle's a citizen. Their cousin. Their sister. Their other sister. They're all citizens. They're all going to benefit from that baby being here.
And the Democrat Party benefits from it, right?
Absolutely. But I just
That's
don't
why I
understand
can't. That's why you just made the case for me not to support anyone that says they support amnesty. Thank you for doing that for me, Mark. I didn't have to say a word. You did all the talking. Appreciate you. Mark made the case for me not to support that. Mark, you're a genius. Mark is an absolute genius out of Pittsburgh. Absolute genius. I can't support Mexico Mike. Thank you. Lines are open. Thank you, Mark. Mark is an absolute gem of a genius sometimes. Let's go, Ed, Poplar Bluff.
Yes, Ben. Thank you for taking my call.
What you got?
You know that. I believe our President Trump, I believe he has got in that clarity bill that no birthrights. Correct me if I'm wrong, please.
Yeah, but they don't want to pass it. They don't want to bring that to the floor. You know,
Yeah.
that would cut off the supply of voters, potential Democrat voters. Let me ask you a question, Ed. Here's a question for you. We get these glitches that happen, right? All these glitches happening. Has there ever been a glitch for Republican voters where they magically found 10,000 Republican votes in the middle of the night? Has that ever happened?
Not a one.
Wonder why,
Not a
Ed.
one.
Why do you think that's never happened, Ed?
We got some crooked Democrats and some Republicans, but we got Nancy Pelosi still in the pile of this. Well, then you got that one woman and goes over to Cuba with George Soros. You got that going on. I mean, my gosh, man, these people, they're out of their living mind.
They are out of their mind. Thank you for calling,
Thank
Ed.
you, Ben.
God bless
bye.
you. Appreciate you.
God bless you, buddy.
Ed in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Oh, somebody sent me some in here. No, a U.S. governor cannot make immigration laws. You're right, they can't. But a U.S. governor can allow their state to be a sanctuary state. That's my problem. Cory Mills got married in a mosque. Oh, that's weird. With Al-Qaeda. That worries me. Don't want any of that business. I can't deal with that. Let's go right here. Line 5. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
James calling from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Marine Corps.
James, Marine Corps veteran, Semper Fi. This is Semper Fi Friday. What do you got, James?
I just want to say Somali Mike's an embarrassment to the country.
I didn't see it coming, man.
James Carville's an embarrassment to the Marine Corps. So.
He is. James Carville, though, in that interview says that Democrats need to pull their head out of their butt. The American people want voter ID. So even James Carville figured it out, you know?
100%. I still ain't figured Mike gonna do it. I think he's got something on him.
Yeah.
Or either he's trying to placate, because you can't be a Christian advocate to keep Muslim people that want to kill you in your own country. That's insane.
They really don't like us, though, do they? No.
They all hate us. Yeah, it's insane.
They don't like us. Let me ask you this. If you lived in Minnesota, would you vote for Mike Lindell?
No. He's unscrewed. No, he won't. No, I don't see him winning at all.
I don't see it. And a lot of people say, well, who would you vote for? There's another Republican candidate.
Neil Johnson kept saying that last night in his live when I was watching it, and I was like, man, you're a bootlicker. You can't call out and say what Mike Lindell did was wrong. You're an idiot. I mean, that's
It's a weird move, man. Weird move. Thank you, James. God bless you.
Thank you, bro. You
Semper
too, bro.
Fi. Let's go line 3. Go right ahead. Line 3, the heavy breathing does not turn me on. All right. Well, sorry I didn't respond to the heavy breathing. Yeah, I know that that's the question. Well, who would you vote for? I'd vote for the other Republican candidate. I think her name's Lisa DeMuth. I think it's her name. This is probably your Democrat candidate for president. Her, Ro Khanna, Kamala, Gavin Newsom. I can't wait to watch that debate.
When your platform has also getting rid of the Supreme Court and getting rid of the presidency and restructuring
They're
the
having
government.
a party, aren't they, over there? They're having a blast. They're having a good time.
What do you think about the Supreme Court reform?
Sorry.
One of your colleagues tells me DSA is a communist organization. What do you make of that? How those words are used interchangeably on the right?
Just don't care. I think these folks call everyone they don't like a communist. I think that America is a free country. You know, they're out here palling around with whoever they want to pal around with. So what? Like, people can do what they want. I'm not here to be the belief police around here. But isn't there a mention of everyday people?
So AOC says they can do whatever they want. Okay. That's a weird one. She's okay with the, what do you call it? Democrat socialist. Is there anybody in the chat that's okay that? Here we go. Wesson man. He will make Minnesota great again. Mike Lindell has complete and total endorsement. Wow, Wesson man. Let me put a poll in here. Reparations for ICE raids. 8% of the people voted yes. We should pay reparations for ICE raids. I can't believe we have 8% of the people that are that low IQ. Let's go here. I want to do this. I just want to see if this is a thing. Let's pretend this is August 11th. Here we go. Here we go. Let's do it. I'm not going to give you my answer until I read the room here. Will Mike Lindell be the governor of Minnesota? Lines are open, 615-475-7864. I want to talk specifically about AOC. Can you imagine how fun the Democrat debate is going to be? Number one. And who do you think should moderate the Democrat debate? Marjorie Taylor Greene, The View, Tucker Carlson. Who should moderate the Democrat debate? Line 2, where are you calling from? What is your name?
Hey, it's Raging Cane. I'm
Raging
in Ohio,
Cane.
Akron, Ohio.
Question for you. First thing this morning. You're in Ohio. The Democrat primary is going to start up very soon for president. As soon as the November midterms are over, they're going to start. We're going to see the Democrats that are going to run for president. Kamala Harris, Ro Khanna, AOC, Gavin Newsom, probably Beto O'Rourke, maybe Hakeem Jeffries. Out of all of them, who is the most intelligent and who is the dumbest?
I think they're all dumb as dirt, personally.
Do you think it's going to be interesting to watch the Democrat debates? Is it going to be fun? I think it's going to be like it's going to be like watching people throw poop at each other.
It seems like it'd be fun, but I don't know how long I could last. I would turn it on, though.
Who do you think should moderate the debate between those group of high IQ, intellectual thinkers?
I say pillow humper Mike Lindell.
Oh, so you're not a Mike fan, it sounds like. Or you're not now.
No, I always was. I have my pillows and the My Pillow dog, but the thing that I think that's hard to walk back is when he bragged about it would bring in all this tax money if they were, on the books, but then he wanted to use that tax money to give them citizenship. How do
Is
you explain
tax
that?
money? So tax money, that's the American people's money, right?
Yeah, I remember he bragged about that. He said, look, and if this happens, you'll get not millions, but billions. Then we can use that money because it's $5,000 to $15,000 to become a citizen. That's what he wants to use the money for. How do you walk that back?
So you don't support taxpayers paying for illegals to become citizens?
No.
I don't know
No,
anyone that could, right?
I don't know. My first time call, though.
Thank you for doing that, man. I really appreciate you. I
Yeah.
saw you joined over on the Patreon. I really appreciate
I did
that.
it, and I'm easily confused. I thought that would give me an icon where it made me like not.
They're
where
two
I
different
stuck out
things.
on.
YouTube is a censorship platform. I wish Elon Musk
Yeah.
would buy YouTube, but he hasn't. And
Yeah.
you're in Ohio. Do you think?
I'm in, and if you look at Ohio, I'm in. There's like 3 blue dots on there because we have 88 counties. I'm in one of the blue ones.
Do you think Vivek Ramaswamy is going to win the governor's race in Ohio?
Yeah, Amy Acton was wacko, man. I mean, sure, she'll get Democrat votes. She shut down. We couldn't walk our dogs past 10 p.m. I mean, I did it, but you weren't supposed to.
Was it
They locked you
dangerous
down.
or what?
No, during COVID.
Oh,
She shut us
gotcha.
down.
Okay.
She blocked. You couldn't leave your house after 10 p.m. They closed all the parks, all the everybody plays basketball here around in Akron. Closed them all down. So yes, I mean she'll get some votes, but I think Vivek will win.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
I appreciate you calling. God bless you. Thank you for
All
your
right.
membership
All right.
over there on Patreon too. God bless you. Oh gosh, what is he doing now? Yeah, we might have to. I saw that comment. We might have to clean up some of the roles in here. Here we go. Let's go here. How many of you agree with this lady? I don't know where she parked her broom.
Explosive diarrhea is a metaphor for the Trump administration
that's true.
right now
Yes.
because everything is going wrong. I cannot pick up the New York Times and not read, he's cutting back on this. I need this. He doesn't want us to have it. I wish I had it in front of me.
Yeah.
I mean, everything that is right for the world, he's doing the opposite.
All right. Do you have any wishes for season 30?
That he will be resign.
Season 30. The View has been on for season 30. She says the Trump administration is explosive diarrhea.
Explosive diarrhea is a metaphor for the Trump administration.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I think some people have crapped their pants. I think some Republicans have crapped their pants. I can't disagree with that at all. I think John Thune has crapped his pants. I think the news media have crapped their pants. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. I think Tucker Carlson's crapped his pants. Let's go here. Line 4. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
This is Dale from New Jersey.
Dale in New Jersey. Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
New Jersey, Mikey Sherrill. What are your opinions in New Jersey with the potential voting flubber up there? I got to be careful what words I use. What are your thoughts on that? What was there, like 9,000 people that shouldn't have voted that were voting there in New Jersey? What happened
No,
there?
she came out and said 6,600 and only 400 actually voted. But I believe...
Do you believe that?
No, not at all. I believe what happened is they saw the writing on the wall because last week Harmeet Dillon served all the blue states that are refusing to give over their voter rolls a letter, and she came out to make it look like they're doing something. They're not doing anything because right after that, Trump actually posted that Homeland Security came out and with a report that shows there's 15,000 some on the voter rolls in New Jersey. So I think it was preemptive. He was trying to make them go away and say, okay, we're handling it. They're not handling it. It's really corrupt. But, I'll tell you, I think a lot that we're seeing right now,
okay,
in the Bible, it says, raise your children up in the way of the Lord, and when they grow old, they won't depart from it. And I believe that families got away from teaching their kids. They put it all on teachers in the schools and everything. So kids no longer, the younger generation, a lot of them don't respect the flag because of the fact that they don't know what the flag stands for and what, the freedoms that came from the flag that, and stuff, and they don't respect the Constitution. And if you notice that the one thing that my wife and I notice all the time about the Democrats, none of them are happy. They're always angry. And because when you don't have patriotism for your country, when you don't stand for anything, it makes you inherently miserable all the time.
Do you have children? You have children?
I have one. Yes.
Okay. You don't have to give any information if you don't. I completely agree. How do you instill patriotism into your child?
By teaching them, as far as we have right by our nightstand, we have the Constitution. We as far as and we let them know, listen, our rights don't come from government. The Constitution was never put in place to give more power to government. The Constitution was put into place to give the power to the people, because our rights don't come from the government and they don't dictate our rights. Our rights come from God,
Let me
from
ask
our
you
Creator.
this. Let me ask you this. Over the last week, 2 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, are you starting to see people that you never thought hated America or would go against American policies? Are you starting to recognize them now?
Oh, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Trump's superpower is showing America who hates America. That's what I think Trump's superpower is.
Yep.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah. Thank you.
God bless you.
Great day.
Yes, sir. Thank you for calling. Out of New Jersey. I believe he's talking about this. Right here. Let me play this. I'm going to go refill this. I got a new coffee pot yesterday. It's all metal and glass. There's zero plastic. You learn. I don't know what you're doing in the chat, but you are a wanted person. You should call in. You learn.
Do you plan to take this fight to the Supreme Court?
Well, we do. It's actually closer to 30 states. 20 states have given us their voter rolls voluntarily, and we've found hundreds of thousands of people on those voter rolls who shouldn't have been there. Now, since the governor made this announcement, we've opened up an investigation. We asked her to disclose to us the names of the 6,600 individuals who were wrongfully put on the voter rolls, and then the 400 who voted knowing that they weren't entitled to. And today she hasn't responded to us yet, but she did tell the New York Times and others in New Jersey that she wasn't going to give us that information because, quote unquote, we would weaponize it and she doesn't trust us with the data. Well, who can't be trusted with data, Governor Cheryl? It seems like it's actually New Jersey, because these people said they weren't entitled to vote, and then you put them on the voter rolls in your state, blaming the vendor, calling it a glitch, etc. It is the job of the election officials, not some data vendor, to determine citizenship when they put people on the voter rolls. That's federal law. And it also sounds like, Liz, the state allowed these people to stay on the voter rolls for more than a year after they knew that they weren't legally entitled. That is a violation of federal law, too, federal criminal law.
Wow. Let's get some feedback here. You learn. I don't know what you're doing in the chat, but oh boy, You Learn is very popular in the chat. Y'all tell You Learn to call in, please. I don't even know what you're going on about. Good morning, Mr. Ben. Late again. James Reveille, up all bunks. Heave to and thrice up. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Love to get your questions, comments, concerns. Let's I can't play that. I just cannot play that. I can't play that one either. Maybe that's a good one. I think Trump's had enough of Iran, to say the least. Let's go right here. Now, a lot of people lost a lot of faith in this guy. Let's go right here. Line 3, where are you calling from?
Hey, Ben, this is Scott in Oklahoma.
Scott in Oklahoma. Scott,
Actually,
let me ask you a question. Hold on.
Set up American. Anyway, have
Hold
you heard
on.
of a fellow called
Hold
Chris
on.
Britton?
Hold on. Hold on.
All right, I'll back
Hold
off.
on. You're in Oklahoma. You got a senator over there by the name of
I don't like
James
him.
Lankford.
I do not like him.
James
He's gone.
Lankford doesn't see very good for America.
No, he does not.
What are your thoughts about what you're seeing in Oklahoma, what you're seeing in Minnesota, what you're seeing in New Jersey? What do you think about what you're seeing right now?
I think we're kind of headed down a bad path.
How do we, I thought when Trump was reelected or reelected, whatever you want to call it, I thought whenever he did, we would see people coming back together. But it seems like there are maybe some paid opposition that is continuously trying to divide us. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're on the same page. What else would you
Yes,
like
sir.
to say here this morning out of Oklahoma?
I would like to ask you if you would look up a fella by the name of Chris Britton. He's on Facebook. He has started a bit of a movement called the Republic Riders, Rough Riders. He is calling for basically a shutdown like they did to us during COVID, but a shutdown of the country. That's one way we can do something besides vote. Shut down all the tax dollars going to Washington, D.C. Since Trump has come out and basically got the goods on Obama, Clinton, and if we can get all these leaders in a military tribunal, it might scare some folks, make them back off and think about what they're doing to our country.
Okay. All right.
Chris
I know who
Britton,
you're talking
Facebook.
about. I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
I think
All
some
right,
of the
good.
stuff, hold on. I think some of the stuff that he says is a lot of like black pill, just doom and gloom. And there's a lot of people that like the doom and gloom, I don't hear a whole lot of positive out of the guy. I've messaged him before and I never got a response. I was like, hey, I'll help you out. But I don't think I can do the doom and gloom. And the guy really goes super doom and gloom. I'm talking like the world is ending, the sky is falling, Chicken Little. I don't think I can do some of that.
I just found him last night, and it sounds like a doable deal. He's got 256,000 followers on Facebook.
Well, I appreciate you advertising for him here. Thank you. God bless you. Line 3. What do you got?
Hey, Ben, Arizona Pureblood here.
Arizona Pureblood.
How
What
you
would
doing,
you like
Ben?
to say?
How you doing?
Okay.
Hey, listen to this. Did you notice, and I know you did, remember not too long ago, the Democrats were, there's no illegals voting. There's no illegals voting. Well, now what's going on now in New Jersey and other states, now they're moving the goalpost, I noticed, further back. Well, there's a few. Well, have you noticed that?
So you're saying I told you so?
Yes.
Let me ask you
so.
this. What do you think about some of the people that are now supporting Mike Lindell's flub? His, I call it a mistake. Some people call it a flub, whatever. And I don't know. Let me ask you this: you don't have to tell me how old you are. I don't care. You're supposed to never ask a woman how old you are. I'm 51.
Okay. I'm 65.
Okay, I'm
old.
51. At about the age of, let's say, 40, I believe you're pretty set in your ways politically. And I believe you don't really deviate from that. And I believe at some point, some people say or show who they really are. And I believe maybe Mike showed us who he really was. What is your thought? Am I completely off base? Am I in the weeds?
No, Ben, you're 1,000% right. And my opinion is on this, it's all about the money. Money is driving, and money is driving these people. And in the Bible, it does say, you will know them by their fruits. Look what they're doing. Look what they're doing, turning their back on America, turning their back on the patriots that saved Lindell's butt. I don't even want to hear this crap from Lindell. We bought his stuff. We did, not the Democrats. And he's pooping on us now. Well, he's going to get everything he deserves. That's my thoughts on that.
Well, thank you for calling, Pure Blood. I appreciate you. God bless you. I think at a certain age, you don't really change your political opinion. I really don't. Face of America. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Okay.
This administration, the Bush administration, has...
Let's, hold on. I've got an Arkansas caller. Arkansas, what do you got?
Oh, I was just calling in about being a Democrat or Republican. When you ask a Republican what they stand for, they can pretty well spit it right out.
What do you stand for?
You know,
Give me two things you stand for. Just two, Lisa.
freedom, the right of speech.
Oh, freedom of speech.
Okay.
Okay. What do Democrats stand for? What do Democrats stand for?
They don't know. They don't know. Free handouts is what they stand for. Free handouts.
Okay.
I talk to a lot of here,
Okay.
and all they want is free home, a free meal, food stamps. They don't want to work.
Okay. What do you, somebody in the comments just said, Mike German says Mike Lindell is solid MAGA. What do you think, Lisa?
Not if he wants immigration. There ain't no way.
Yeah.
Amnesty, that is not going to work.
Yeah. I appreciate you calling. I got somebody blowing it up. Lisa, stay safe on the highway. That's Lisa the trucker down out of Greenwood. Line 3, where are you calling from?
Hey, Ben, this is Steve from Communist New Mexico.
New Mexico. What do you got, Steve, in New Mexico?
I can't believe the people that are supporting Mike Lindell and his amnesty. This is
Do you think he misspoke? Because a lot of people are saying he misspoke. And by us not supporting him, we're part of the cancel culture movement. But the same people.
I know. Neil Johnson
hold on,
said that
hold
last
on,
night.
hold
Don't
on,
defend me.
hold on. The same people that are saying we're doing cancel culture to him told us not to buy Bud Light. Now you go. What do you say?
Yeah, that's what Neil Johnson was saying last night when he banned my free speech 3 times on his show.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he's saying, well, Mike just misspoke. I listened to the interview, Ben. Everybody did. The guy is promoting amnesty and using our tax dollars to do so to fund it. This is completely disgusting. And we have a right to speak up and speak out about it, just like we're doing with the illegal aliens right now. And that's how Trump got deported. They want us to think that Mike Lindell was a one-man savior who did all this. We, the people, did this.
I'm going to ask you.
Elected Trump.
I'm going to ask you. I'm asking the chat. Did Mike say what he meant? Yes or no?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you for calling. God bless you out of New Mexico. Stay safe. I know y'all got an illegal alien problem down there. Whew. Okay, let's go here. I want to play this. I got to get through this. I got to get through it. I'm going to turn the calls on after this.
This administration, the Bush administration, has done nothing to control the problem that we have. We've had 5 million undocumented workers come over the borders since George Bush took office. It has become an extraordinary problem. And the reason the American people are concerned is because they are seeing their own economic position slip away. And oftentimes, employers are exploiting these undocumented workers. They're not paying the minimum wage. They're not observing worker safety laws. As president, I will make sure that we finally have the kind of border security that we need. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is to take on employers. Right now, an employer has more of a chance of getting hit by lightning than be prosecuted for hiring an undocumented worker. That has to change. They have to be held accountable. Start shedding some light on the problem, and we can once again be a nation of laws and a nation of immigrants. That's what I intend to do as president of the United States.
He sounded MAGA. Face of America, I'm not surprised. I mean, Barack Obama just made the case for going after people that hire illegals. What happened? What happened? This guy sounds MAGA. Hypocrite? You might be right. Give me your take on this one. Give me your take on this. Line 3, where are you calling from and what is your name?
Spike, calling from South Carolina. I'm just wondering about what about all the people that self-deported, and what about those people? We can probably concern ourselves with letting them in prior to anybody, correct?
Well, wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. Hold the door. Hold the door here. So you're saying the people that followed the rules self-deported, we should give them the opportunity to come back legally?
Correct.
But what about the people that are here illegally we haven't been able to get rid of, and you what do you do with them?
Well, I believe that we should continue getting rid of them because they have broken the law.
So you don't support amnesty is what I'm
absolutely not.
Okay.
It's all wrong. I'm for America first.
So you're for rewarding people that follow our laws.
Absolutely.
You sound like a damn far right nutcase, right? I mean, you sound like a nutcase for following the laws. What the hell's going on here?
I'm out of my mind.
Let me ask you this. This is my opinion. America is the world's greatest country. Why should we reward people sneaking into the world's greatest country?
I'm sorry, that's very hard for me to figure out. I guess it has to do with greed or corruption or the people that have authority, or I mean, it's such a big machine, and I don't know how it works, but it needs to be stopped and rebuilt. I mean, I don't know.
Thank you for calling, brother. Thank you for calling.
Ben, enjoy the day. Bye.
God bless you. South Carolina, God bless you. Line 2, what do you got?
Hi, Ben. This is Fran from Michigan. I think
Michigan.
Obama is the biggest hypocrite that ever walked the earth.
He sounded pretty MAGA right there.
Well, he can sound any way he wants, just like Mike Lindell. He's telling everybody that he misspoke and they took it out of context. No, this is my country, and I don't give people second chances like that. He's gone. He's done. Goodbye, Mike Lindell. Too bad for your pillows.
Well, here's one right here. Mike just came out and posted on X. Thank you for calling out of Michigan. Let's go Daniel out of, Daniel, I forget where you're at. What do you got, Daniel? You got to turn whatever's going on in the background down, though, man. You got to turn that down for me. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
From the free state of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Lindell, he's he's out of his mind. And my congressman in my district here, Gus Bilirakis, he's in support of this thing too. It's crazy because everything else about him, Second Amendment, all of this, he's for it.
Your phone's cutting in and out real bad, Daniel. Your phone's cutting in and out. I'm sorry about that. I can hear like it's like popping or something. But I agree with you. I agree. I really do. And I think a lot of people in the chat do. I'm going to get through this post that Mike just put up on X about 2 hours ago. Daniel, thank you for calling.
All right.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Your phone cleared up.
No,
What would
I was
you
going
say?
to say, I just seen that they out of Britain, Europe. They just launched B-1 bombers.
Let's check it out. Let's check it out.
Yeah, just like a few minutes ago.
God bless you. God bless you, Daniel.
All right.
Semper. I think you're a Marine. Semper Fi.
Correct. Semper Fi. Thank you much.
Semper Fi Friday. Semper Fi Friday. I want to see this post that Mike just put out. Let's see here. Let's get through this. Mike just put out, they rushed to certify results they never truly verified, then told all of us to shut up and move on. I'm not shutting up. I'm not moving on. I'm showing you exactly how these officials rubber stamped a voting system. That's not how free and honest elections are supposed to work in the United States of America. If you can't audit it, cover it up, or okay, watch this, share it with everyone. Okay, so Mike is back to election results. It worked for him. A lot of us really appreciated him doing that. He did a lot for election results. I will never question what Mike Lindell did for election results. You can't. He did not waver on that. He did not waver at all. Let's see, Iran conflict. I want to see, why is Laura Loomer in Ukraine interviewing Zelensky? What is going on here? Hold up. I didn't have this one on my bingo card. Talk about a flip.
It really seems like the tone has changed.
Yeah,
since your visit
absolutely.
when you got yelled at by the vice president in the Oval Office.
You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a good
Brown,
position. You don't have the
saying-
cards right now. With us, you start having
not
cards.
playing
But
cards.
right now, you don't.
I'm very
You're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
So my question to you is what happened? Because it seems like the relationship has greatly improved. Is there something that you could share with the viewers about maybe your conversations with the president?
You are right, the tone has changed. Absolutely.
Why is Laura in, boy. What's going on here? Line 3, what is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Ben, it's JJ from Mass.
JJ in Mass. Let me ask you a question, JJ.
Sure, absolutely.
I just played this with Laura Loomer in Ukraine interviewing Zelensky. What in the hell is going on with that?
Well, you know what? That's about as far away from things that are happening. It's very strange. That's about all I can say about that. I don't know. I think maybe she's trying to go mainstream a little bit, but I think it's just odd. To me, it's that damn war. I mean, I'm more interested in.
We got a war going on right now for our
exactly.
sovereignty.
I'm more interested in what we're doing in Iran. I mean, I think I have a pretty good idea of what's going on in Iran, and quite frankly, you just recently you showed Barack Obama up there. And every time I see that man speak, every time I hear him speak or see a video of that, it's like a My Cousin Vinny moment where Pesci stands up and says, everything that guy just said is BS. That's all I can think of when I see Obama. Because, if you go back, I want to talk about Mike Lindell real quick here. But I want to preference it with a too big to fail. Do you remember the election 07-08? This is
too big to rig.
Obama, too big to rig, but too big to fail. The businesses, the banks. This is where Obama, the Democrats, and basically the deep state, even the criminal rhinos, they figured out that they could play we the people. That they could fake us out, so to speak, And they did the same thing with illegal immigration. They wanted to get so many of them in here and then say, who's going to clean the toilets and who's going to pick the fruit, and there's too many of them, too expensive to get rid of them. Well, we're not falling for it again because we've got a guy with common sense by the name of Donald J. Trump. But I think what happened with Mike Lindell is sort of an October surprise, sort of like propaganda espionage, really.
Okay.
It's no longer October surprise. It's now 365, 24/7 with the media. People usually, they jump, especially in politics. This is the season right now to misinform the people. It's like with Mark Wayne Mullen, but Mike Lindell, to be specific. People, he's been a good man. He fought for us. He's done all this stuff, and then all of a sudden you think he just turned completely. The media has faked you out. It's like a character assassination doubt campaign. You know, it's a directed propaganda misinformation about what this was about. Mike is not pro-amnesty. Number one, immigration is so damn complicated. I have a pretty good hold on it with regard to the academia medical research area because my sister worked.
Why did he say what he did?
Years.
Why
Well,
did he say what he did?
Well, I think, quite frankly, what he was saying was that the workers that came here legally, that came here on work with a work visa, just recently, not ones that have been here for 5 years, but why, let's give them a shot to come clean and register, because I think.
Okay, I've had you on here for about 3 minutes. I've let you speak.
Minnesota has way too many farms, right? They need the people for the farms. But Mike is not pro-amnesty, Ben. He's just not. He's not pro-amnesty.
What did he say? Wait. He's not pro-amnesty. Then why did he say 120-day moratorium on amnesty, and then we use the money from the businesses that hired illegals to pay for their legal fees?
Yeah, well, this is the thing. I think also he made a mistake. I think he is a little bit. I think he's a rookie politician. I think he's a good man.
Let me ask you this:
would
you vote for him to be governor?
Absolutely, I would 100% vote for him. He's a good man. Even good men make mistakes, right? We all fall short before.
Let me ask you this: simple. I'm going to make one point.
Okay.
Do you remember a guy by the name of Ted Bundy?
Yes, I do.
Ted Bundy was a ladies' man. Would you trust him with your daughter?
Of course not.
Okay. Thanks for calling. God bless you. God bless you. B-1 bombers. Who agrees with the previous caller? Who agrees with the previous caller? Mike's a good guy. I don't doubt that. Good guys make mistakes. I don't think I could hold my nose and vote for him. I just don't. Line 2. What do you got? Where are you calling from? Whoa. I don't know what's going on in the background there. I don't know what is occurring in the background of that. It sounded like a crime scene. I don't know what that was. Line 2.
Hi, Ben.
Good morning. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
Hey, Ben. This is Nurse Debbie from Indiana.
Hey, Debbie, are you starting to get some cards and stuff like that from us?
I haven't got it yet.
Debbie, you got to turn the audio down in the background. It's killing me.
I'm sorry.
Debbie, call back. Call back, Debbie. I can't deal with the audio in the back, okay? Can't deal with it. I want to get through this. Hold on. We got B-1 bombers launching.
These massive B-1 bombers, of course, carry a huge conventional payload of bombs that can be refueled from the air, and at least some of them are taking off from bases in the United Kingdom. Iran has now threatened the United Kingdom, saying those bases from which the B-1s are taking off are now legitimate targets for Iran. As far as military personnel in the region, CENTCOM now saying there are more than 50,000 U.S. forces in the region, giving President Trump a wide range of options. Wall Street Journal reporting a surge in technical personnel, including 150 medics at Landstuhl Combat Medical Center in Germany. Of course, these medics trained to treat those wounded in combat. As far as U.S. attacks go, another night of attacks against Iranian military positions overnight. That's the 12th night in a row. Of course, the president has warned that civilian infrastructure targets could come under fire if Iran continues to harass commercial shipping in the region. No progress on the diplomatic front, despite the fact that Secretary of State Rubio says Iran is looking for a deal.
This is what he's talking about. Iran is begging us, okay, both directly and indirectly. Let's do a deal. Let's talk. Let's talk. Iran is begging every day. The problem with Iran is every time they make a deal, the people that are in charge there, they either break it or they want to change it.
And finally, after the Houthi terrorist separatists in Yemen claimed to have struck 2 Saudi tankers in the Red Sea, President Trump issuing another warning, saying the Houthis and their leaders in Iran could face tremendous military punishment if they further try to attack tankers in the Red Sea.
Okay. So we got B-1 bombers launching from the UK. We got medics getting prepared out of Germany. I do wear hearing aids. That's why the audio in the background combined with this it really, really blows it nukes my ears. Okay. Let's go here. I'm going to get some calls here. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Lindell offered one proposal. Everyone jumped ship. Okay. I don't know about this, man. Lines are open 615-475-7864. Feel free to call in. Love to get your opinion. Let's go Bobby in Tennessee. What do you got, Bobby? Thank you for calling.
Hey, I've heard so much crap about, what Iran wants to do to us and all that, but I think what's going to happen now is Trump's going to bomb the crap out of them. They're going to be forced to let loose all their arsenal, probably towards Israel, but they're also going to bomb their own country. They've already said they would.
Okay.
I mean, that's how you win a war. You have to force the enemy into showing everything they have, and then you move in and you just take everything out, including the leaders. I mean, there's no two ways about it.
Thank you for calling.
I can't wait to see what today has, Oh, and as far as reparations, we've been paying reparations since the welfare system started.
No kidding. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate it. Turn down the background audio, please. I've said it until I am Obama in the face. I really do. Let's go here. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. I can't. Let's go James in the communist state of Virginia. What would you like to say, James?
Well, I think the Mike Lindell thing, I think is a big distraction. And I pretty much think he's done. I think his political career is over and his business is probably shot too. People do stupid things, they FAFO. One thing, though, about Iran situation, it looks like the bombers are taking off, and Marco Rubio should ask the one question of the Iranian leadership. It's real simple. Do you want to ride a Mercedes, or do you want to go back to riding camels? Which one is it? That's real simple. That's what we're going to see.
I got a comment here.
Destroyed.
I got a comment here that I want to run by you, James. Somebody in Britain, David, says there's no far right, just far left communists. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely not. I tell you, right now in America, you've got one branch of government that Nixon recognized a solid majority. That is the fourth branch of government called We the People. And we're fed up with this bullshit that's going on right now. We're very quiet, and we haven't come out yet. And thank God we got a patriot like you, Ben, that's putting the word out.
James, I asked this comment in the chat very early, and I personally could not stand by and continue a sponsorship agreement with My Pillow after the amnesty comments. I can't. I think the most I made in a month from My Pillow is about $130. I can't do it. I have a daughter. I worry about her anytime she's out of my sight. I could not. And my thought was, could I look Laken Riley's family in the face and say, I support amnesty?
Ben, I think you're 100% right. You can't accept money from somebody like that.
Could you look Laken Riley's family in the face and say, hey, I'm pro-amnesty?
Absolutely not. Right now in Virginia, our governor with her policies, she's causing innocent people to be killed by illegals. It's happening every day in Virginia. And she's pure communist.
God bless you, James.
Pure-blooded.
Appreciate you calling, brother. God bless you. We're trying to take out communism in Iran, and yet we want to allow it back here, right? Let me do this. Could you let's do this. Lines are open. Let's grab that caller right there. Chris in Arkansas. Chris, one question to start this call off. Could you pick up the phone, or better yet, could you stand in church sitting next to Laken Riley's mom and dad and say you support amnesty?
No, sir, I could not. But with the whole Mike Lindell thing, I think that if you came into this country illegally, I think you should be sit back to wherever you came from. First and foremost, I believe that with everything in my heart. But with the whole Mike Lindell thing, I've been thinking about it a whole lot over the past couple of days. And when you look at Minnesota and what they went through and what they're going through, I think he's the better of the two evils there.
What do we know about the other candidate? What's her name? Lisa DeMuth, I think is her name. Lisa DeMuth. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
You know, with what Mike has done with election integrity and the fight that he's fought there, and you know, I can support a politician and not support all of their views. You know, and the question, would I vote for Mike Lindell if I lived in Minnesota? I probably would. Even though I disagree with the whole amnesty thing, when you look at the fullness of his background, I think he's the better of the two evils, and I think he would.
Wait. What do you know about the other Republican candidate?
I don't know a whole lot about her.
So hold on. So it's either, for you, it's Mike Lindell or anything, but you just admitted you don't know anything about the other candidate, the other Republican.
I don't know anything about, but it's like this with every politician that's out there, regardless of who it is. I'm the biggest Trump supporter on the planet, probably.
Sure.
But there's things that Trump does that I think, how stupid could you be, Trump?
Okay, well, I'm going to play this clip of her because we need to get familiar with her, because I don't think Mike stands a chance. Thank you for calling. I want to play this clip here. This is her talking right after I don't know anything about this lady. I'll just say this. I don't know anything about her.
People of color are facing an attack on their right to vote.
Okay, one other thing I just want to mention. You heard the governor talk about wanting to make sure that people of color could vote. I'm a black woman, married, so I did change my name. I have never had a problem getting any type of ID, and I have never had a problem voting at all. And I think that comment specifically was really disrespectful to a number of people, specifically people of color in the state.
Okay, so this is the other candidate. I want to talk about this other candidate because everybody thinks it's Mike or nothing. She is the other Republican. Line 2, where are you calling from?
Good morning, Ben. It's Grumpy. I'm just crossing into South Carolina from Georgia right now.
Question for you. What's do you know about this other Republican candidate?
I'm sorry, what did you say, sir?
What do you know about the other Republican in Minnesota, Lisa DeMuth? What
Not
do you
a damn
know?
thing.
So by not knowing anything about her, why has she been completely dismissed from everything with regards to it's Mike Lindell or anything? Why do you think that's the method?
Maybe because she's got the balls that Mike Lindell didn't.
I don't know. I think Mike messed up, and I think we might have to look beyond Mike right now. And this might be it. This might be her.
Well, you know, when Grandpa told me, boy, when you step in a pile of cow crap, don't get mad when you got to wash your boots off.
Okay.
But what I was calling to tell you is, what I actually called to make a statement. You know, if we're launching B-1s out of the UK, combat medics out of Germany, I can just imagine what's going on down here at Fort Benning, Georgia, because they better be sending a C-130 full of baby oil because they're fixing to get the P. Diddy treatment.
Are you saying Bohica?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. With extra Vaseline.
Ooh, bend over. Here it comes again. The goats are going to be happy.
Yeah, I got a feeling by the end of the day, Pickaxe Mountain is not going to be there.
You know, a good friend of mine, Dr. Steve Turley, came out with a video detailing Pickaxe Mountain. I need to play that right now. Steve's a real good friend of the show. Thank you for calling, Grumpy. God bless you.
Have a good one, my brother.
I want to play this clip here real quick from Lisa Demuth. I don't know anything about her because I don't think we've been allowed to know much about her.
Think of how easy it would be to be a damn Republican. Oh, what should I wear today? This stupid freaking red hat. Donald Trump's Gestapo is scooping folks up off the streets. My country's being stolen by fascists and Nazis.
Enough. I've had enough of the hate and enough of the lies and enough of Tim Walz dividing Minnesotans to cover up his failures. Let's be real. Tim Walz doesn't just disagree with us, he hates us. He's more focused on attacking President Trump than on fixing Minnesota. I grew up right here. Mom worked at a bank, Dad drove a bus. We went to church on Sundays, worked hard, families were thriving. We believed in Minnesota. Now, too many homes boarded up, too many families living in fear of crime and rising costs. Drugs flooding our streets, taxes through the roof, and a governor more worried about pleasing the far left than doing what's actually right. He blew the surplus, raised taxes, let fraud run wild. He attacked ICE and gave free health care to illegal immigrants. That's not leadership, that's betrayal. But Minnesotans don't give up. We fight for what's right. That's why I ran for school board, to give parents a voice. Why I led Republicans in the House to stop Walz's reckless spending and radical agenda. And I'll always fight to make sure girls' spaces are for girls, not men in dresses. Because our daughters deserve fairness, and our families deserve freedom. I'll never bow to the radical mob, and I'll never apologize for standing up for common sense. My mom taught me something simple. You can complain, or you can do something. And I've never been one to sit on the sidelines. I fought Walz's fraud, his waste, his attacks on our freedom, and I'm not done yet. I'm Lisa Demuth, and I'm running for governor because Minnesota's worth fighting for. Let's fire Tim Walz and take our state back.
Lisa Demuth. That's the first I'm going to tell you right now, it's the first I know about her. It's the first I know about her. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Lines are open, 615-475-7864. That is literally the first that I know about her. Let's go here. Line 3, where are you calling from?
Utah.
Utah. What would you like to say this morning?
I guess I'm just shocked this morning of hearing this with Mike Lindell, and I can't even figure him out. He fought harder than anybody I can even name.
Let me ask you this, let me make this reference. Moses went to the mountain, got the 10 commandments. Would you agree with that?
That's right.
When he got to the bottom, he saw them worshiping idols. He broke the commandments. Would you agree with that?
That's correct.
God said, Moses, you're not allowed into Canaan. You're not allowed into the promised land. Did that make Moses a bad guy? Or did he do and serve his purpose to the Lord?
He did what he was supposed to do.
What are your thoughts?
I think Mike Lindell maybe is compromised, or I don't know. I'm very shocked this morning, as much as I was by Mike Pence.
Mike Pence, yeah, that's a very good reference. Somebody in the chat, Historical Review, just accused me. Ben, you're getting to be a big shot. Thank you, Historical Review. I'm such a big shot that the trolls show up. Thank you. Let me ask you this. That clip I just played of this other lady, that's the first that I have heard from her. It's the first I've heard of her, you know?
Right. I think that what people really, really need to do. And we just started watching you a few months ago.
Well, I appreciate
and
that.
What,
I'm a
what
big
we're
shot.
learning,
I'm a big shot. Be careful.
You're a big shot. Don't go get.
Be careful.
Don't disappoint me. So in 6 months.
I'm
No,
a big shot. I get up from here and go to my normal job. I help veterans. I've got a family. I got a farm. I got a bunch of critters.
So you're normal.
Wait a second. I'm a big shot. Historical View said I'm a big shot, right?
So I really think the problem with, and I'm seeing it all the time, knowledge is power. Nobody does their homework. Nobody educates themselves on what they're voting for, what they're believing in. And there's the saying, we learned young, if you don't believe in something, you'll fall for anything.
God bless you. I think that was a great song. I forget who sang that, but thank you for calling.
You bet. You have a good day.
You too. God bless you. I want to hear Dr. Steve talking about pickaxe.
The key target that military analysts are keeping their eye on is Pickaxe Mountain. This is the big one. So after Operation Midnight Hammer obliterated Iran's 3 main nuclear sites, Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan, Israeli intelligence now believes Iran quietly moved thousands of advanced centrifuges into a granite fortress buried as much as, we're talking hundreds upon hundreds of feet under a mountain known as Pickaxe Mountain, just a couple of miles from Natanz. This is their plan B. Iran spent years reinforcing the site specifically because they knew their above-ground facilities were vulnerable. And here's why this target is different from anything we've hit so far. Pickaxe's tunnels are estimated to run somewhere between 260 and 330 feet into solid granite, deeper than Fordow, which was already considered the crown jewel of Iran's nuclear program in terms of security. For example, the GBU-57 massive ordnance penetrator, our most powerful bunker buster, is designed to punch through roughly 200 feet of earth, which leaves the Pentagon staring down 3 options. Stack a dozen 14-ton bunker busters on the exact same spot, one on top of the other, and hammer through granite like driving a nail. They could send in commandos on the ground to plant charges by hand in a facility that might be booby-trapped, or they can reach for a weapon nobody in Washington wants to say out loud. We already kind of saw that hitting the coastal with the unmanned ships. That's what we'll be looking for in the hours and days ahead. How are they going to take Pickaxe Mountain?
I don't think we have to take it. I just think we destroy it. I don't think we need to take anything there. Just destroy it. That's my thoughts. I think we just destroy it. We just absolutely wreck it. Got a lot of rumblers over there. Rumblers, call in. I love talking to my people over there on Rumble. Y'all are maybe a little more salty than some of my other folks. Salty. Very salty over there. Let's go here. Line 2, where are you calling from? What is your name?
Hey, this is Juan Ortiz. I'm from Mesquite, Texas, or Dallas. Hey,
good morning.
I just feel like maybe this whole thing was possibly to get the conversation started for the Save America Act to rise up people and be like, hell nah, like who knows? That's just my thoughts. I don't got too many words. Just thought that was an idea.
I think the American people have been talking about the Save Act. The problem is, I don't think the Senate is listening to what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Weird.
It's and it's on both sides. Democrats and Republican voters as a majority want the Save Act. But for some reason, they don't listen to us. They don't listen to us, Yeah. That's what you're as frustrated as I am. I can tell it in the sound of your voice. You're as frustrated as I am with nothing being done about the Save Act. I know that.
Yeah.
I can tell. I can listen to you. Thank you for
what?
calling.
I just feel like, hey, just one thing. I just feel like everybody says it. What the hell are they doing? Like, it's so obvious that they're against President Trump. And where do we go, man? It's so confusing. I don't know. Thank you, man. Ben, I love your show, dude.
Quick question for you. Somebody said Cajun. What part of Louisiana are you from?
Oh, no. Mesquite, Texas.
Oh,
Dallas.
Mesquite, Texas. Dallas. Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
I'll be down in Dallas in October. I'm going to Papa Do's. Let's connect. Get a ribeye.
Already. All right. God bless you, brother. Bye.
Take care. Let's go here. Line 5, I think. Line 5. What do you got, line 5?
Hey Ben, good morning. This is Richard from Georgia.
Richard in Georgia.
Hey,
what do you got?
I'm calling about that Lindell thing.
Okay.
All right, come on. This guy has beaten his guns off, helping us through all these elections and everything. Why would we throw somebody away because he made a stupid mistake? Lindell's made a really bad mistake in life with drugs. He beat it. He can beat this too, Ben. I mean, come on. Tell him what you don't like, he'll fix it.
You know, I've had Mike Lindell on my show 2, maybe 3 times. I like Mike. I
do
Mike.
Too.
Do you gotta
fix it? That's all we gotta do is fix it.
How do you fix it?
Huh?
How do you fix
Tell him
it?
what we want. Tell him what we want. Don't let him make a stupid mistake by a damn stupid reporter. He got pushed into it.
Have you got you've got some friends, right? You got some friends?
No, I don't.
You got no friends?
Nope.
Okay.
Don't need them.
Don't need friends. Gotcha. In politics, you need friends. God bless you. Let's go here. Line 4. What do you got?
Hi, Ben. Happy Friday.
It is Semper Fi Friday. What do you got?
I just wanted to say I've always respected Mike Lindell, and I know what he said. It really made me angry. But what made me more angry is him not owning up to his words.
Ooh.
Someone at his caliber should have been able to admit what was said and ask for the forgiveness. That's what got me with him. That's what I'm angry about today.
I can't disagree with you at all because I don't think he really came out and addressed that. You know, that's a good point. God bless you. Thank you for calling. Let's go here. Line 5. What do you got, line 5? Where are you calling from? What's your name?
Colorado.
Colorado. You got to turn the audio down in Colorado.
It's off.
What would you like to say?
Yes. This is Debbie. I'm a psych nurse and a former Democrat of 35 years after I voted for Obama in 2008, and I saw the Marxism and stuff. But about Mike Lindell, I'm a huge supporter of Mike Lindell.
Okay.
I Googled all this stuff about amnesty. A governor cannot grant amnesty.
Okay.
And for Mike Lindell to say that, he just increased his popularity. I mean, Minnesota is primarily Democrat voters, and he's winning at the polls now because of what he said. But he can't do what he said he's going to do.
Debbie, Debbie, do you go to the casino?
Yes, I do sometimes.
You do go to the casino. Okay. Debbie, I will bet you I've got a stack of $2 bills actually back here. I'll bet you 5 $2 bills. Do you think Mike Lindell wins the Republican primary?
Yes, I do.
Do you think he wins the Minnesota governor's race?
It's a close call, but I'm going to say 51% he will.
Oh, would you like to make a wager that Mike Lindell wins the Republican governor or wins as governor of Minnesota?
Huh. That's a tough one, Ben.
Put your money where your mouth is.
We're talking Minnesota here, but I think he will. I think he's going to come out between now and November. I think there's going to be a lot more clarity, and he's going to already. I mean, I don't understand why he said that because he can't do that.
Let's get back to this. You want to bet $10 that he wins the governor's race?
$10. I mean, $10 is nothing to me in the casino. So sure, Ben.
I got to bet.
$10.
I got to bet with Debbie, the psych nurse. And Debbie, let me ask you this. How many Democrats would choose to vote for Mike over Amy Klobuchar?
Maybe I would say I work election. I'm an election judge this year. I would say probably maybe 15%.
I don't think any Democrats hold their nose and vote for Mike Lindell because of his history with Trump and his history for election integrity. Democrats don't like election integrity. They hate Trump. They would never vote for Mike Lindell. I think he pandered or pissed up the wrong leg, and it's going to bite him in the ass. Thank you for calling. And I'm holding you to a $10 bet. I'm holding you to the $10 bet.
Minnesota doesn't have unaffiliated voters. They don't have unaffiliated voters. So you've got those people.
Wait. Last time Minnesota had a Republican governor, Tim Pawlenty. Last time Minnesota went red in a presidential race was Nixon. Goodbye, Debbie. I'm holding you to the $10 bet.
Okay.
Airborne, line 2, go.
Hey, brother, 2 real quick things. First, Mike Lindell said he's coming out with the amnesty pillow. It comes with free rent and free food, and your neighbor pays for it.
Ooh, that's nice.
As far as the place in Iran, I can't recall the name of it.
Pickaxe Mountain.
Yeah,
Natanz.
that's it. I would drop a couple those bunker busters in the entrance, spaced out about 20 minutes for about an hour. I think that should take care of it.
God bless you. Thank you for calling, Airborne. Appreciate you.
All right,
let's go here. Michigan County drops bombshell. 1,062 non-citizens. How many non-citizens in Minnesota are going to vote for Mike Lindell? How many? Anybody? I don't know, guys. Let's go here. Line 3. What do you got? Line 3. Where are you calling from?
Call me California, Ben.
What's your name, sir?
I am James Favors.
James, what would you like to say this morning?
I would like to say, well, Mike Lindell, him been putting up all that booger sugar or whatever he's doing, he probably owes the cartel some money, so he had to say it to cover his ass.
I can't confirm or deny any of that. I don't know enough about it. I've never bought illegal drugs, so I have no idea.
Amen, brother. Have a great day.
God bless you. I appreciate the call. Appreciate the call. Here we go. Oh, this is Rhino Thune. Yeah. That's Rhino Thune. I think I might be spending $10 on something. I'll donate it to somebody. Line 2, go.
This is Mike German calling.
Mike German. Mike, thank you for calling, brother. What would you like to say this morning? It's nice to finally... Well, you've never called in before, have you?
No, I've been trying, but you haven't been answering your phone.
You know, Mike, whenever I grab a call, it diverts the other ones. And that's how that works. But Mike, I want to say thank you for calling. It is a pleasure to talk to you. What would you like to say?
Well, I've been a listener for quite a while. I kind of like your show. I think that you speak a lot of good things. But
what part of the country are you from, Mike? What part of the country?
I'm in Wichita, Kansas.
Oh, the home of BTK.
You didn't have to bring that up, and you don't have to be picking on Mike Lindell either. I don't know why you're doing that. Are you doing that just to have a show? Is that what you're doing?
You think I'm picking on Mike Lindell?
Yeah, you know what Mike Lindell's doing. Mike Lindell is solid MAGA. You know it.
I'm not doubting that he's solid MAGA. What I'm doubting is, or what bothers me, is what he said. When people say something, does it bother you?
Well, if he's talking about giving amnesty to the people that are actually over in Minnesota working, well, I'm not so much down on that as much as I trust that he will take care of the Somalian problem that's over there. That state needs help.
Let me ask you this. Do you got any illegal aliens in Wichita?
Well, I think we do, but Wichita is not a very big town and things are under control over here.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
Good, solid
are there
police
illegal aliens in Kansas?
Oh, there are illegal aliens all over this country. You know it.
Do you support businesses hiring illegal aliens?
Yeah, and you know what? It's a good thing you brought that up because years ago over here in Wichita, there were some buses that pulled up that pulled illegals out of companies that they shouldn't have been working at.
Okay. Let me
Yeah.
ask you this. You support Mike Lindell 100%. Is that right?
100%.
Have you donated to his campaign?
Oh, that doesn't matter.
No, I'm just asking.
My donation is getting online like this and speaking out so that people do not lose faith.
Do you think Mike Lindell wins the Republican primary?
I would put money on him winning.
Do you think he wins the governor's race?
I sure hope he does. And
Hope? You said hope.
I sure hope.
Do you think
well,
he
yeah.
does? Do you think he will?
Well, you know how politics works. You know, right now, he says something about amnesty, and right away everybody's shooting him down. What they need to do is they need to understand that what Mike's doing is Michael's speaking political about this. You got to understand, we've got the real MAGA, and then we've got the political process. We have to eliminate the political process already.
How do you do that?
You do it by, well, that's a good question. That is a good question. A good rule of thumb is politics gets nothing accomplished. Politics is just talk. Hard work gets things accomplished. And Mike Lindell deserves our support because of the work that he has done to try to get to the bottom of the illegal voting that we had when Biden was elected.
Let me ask you this. If someone is here in this country illegally, are they a Democrat voter?
Oh, well, they don't know any better. A lot of them can't even speak English.
Is Mike Lindell entitled? Is Mike Lindell entitled to be the Republican candidate because of what he's done for election integrity?
He deserves to be governor.
What's the difference between deserves and entitled?
Because deserves means you worked hard to earn something. Entitles means that you sit back and you expect it because you don't know any better.
Okay. And you think he will be the Republican candidate?
Yes, I think that Mike Lindell is going to get up there, and I think that he's going to give it a go.
Okay. All right.
And
you know what?
Yeah, well,
I don't believe that he wins the governor's race. I don't believe a Republican wins the governor's race. I believe we can argue about what he said, but he said what he said. I believe no matter who wins the Republican governor or Republican primary, I think they've got their hands full because Minnesota has been blue forever, right?
Well, been a long time, and we know why too, don't we? And same with Michigan.
Well, thank you for calling. I appreciate all of your comments in the chat. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you calling me back. I appreciate you talking to me so that I could say my piece. Now reinstate me to your chat.
I see your comments in the chat.
Yeah, I know you do.
Well, what do you mean reinstate you then? What does that mean?
Well, I got put on timeout. Somebody put me on timeout.
I have no idea. You probably said something stupid and YouTube did it.
Oh, I did not say something stupid.
Okay. I don't know what, I don't know. You know what? I'm going to give you amnesty in the chat. How about that? You like amnesty so much, I'll give you amnesty. There we go. Mike German called in. Thank you, Mike German. Okay. There we go. Lines are open. That's going to be a tough one to follow right there. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right. Let's go line 3. What do you got?
I think Neil Johnson stepped in the shit and he's got it all over his boots?
I watched just a little bit of it. I guess I apparently ruffled some people's feathers in there. I am a friend of Neil's. I gave him a couple of super chats supporting Neil.
I've always loved listening to him, but I think he's wrong on this one.
I just couldn't. I can't maintain a sponsorship with Mike Lindell. That's just me, you know.
No, but I got one other thing. I want everybody to call Thune's office.
You know what? Let's call Thune right now. It's Friday. I think we need to call him ourselves.
Yes.
Right?
I called him earlier this morning and left a good message.
Let's do one right here. I think we need to call John Thune's office. It's Friday. We like to do that. Thank you for calling, brother. God bless you. God bless America. I'm going to call Senator John Thune's office. Let's do that. That's a great idea. And I'll put his number up here for everyone to do the same. Let's go. Should we call Rapid City, South Dakota? Rapid City, South Dakota. They always ask where we live at. So I've got the zip code up here. So that way they know that we're there. All right, let's call Senator John Thune's office in Rapid City, South Dakota, right outside of Sturgis. Let's call there. Good morning, Mr. Thune.
Sorry,
Office of Senator John Thune
is not available.
He's on
Record
vacation.
your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Good morning, Senate Majority Leader John Thune. This is Ben Dykes, the Ben Dykes Show. I live in your zip code, 57701. And I would like to say, what are you doing, man? What is going on with the SAVE Act? Why have you done nothing? And now you're trying to put the ownership back on the White House. You're the Senate Majority Leader. Act like one. Get the SAVE Act passed. We're pissed off. We're fed up. We've had enough of you. We're out of rhino meat. We're coming for you, John. You're done. There we go. That's how you call them. Let's see here. We'll grab just a couple more, and then I got to get going. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. I want to say, you know what? I think let's do that. Let's call this guy. He tried calling in, and I hung up on him by mistake. Y'all get prepared. This guy's about to get salty. I can already tell it.
Good morning, brother.
Bruno, what would you like to say this morning? Talk to me.
You know, I'm going to be the one to do it. I don't care. I'm going to tell all you people that continue to support Mexico Mike, I'm going to shit all over you right now. Ben just showed a candidate that is more in line with where things should be. Get off your ass and do the right thing. Mike Lindell does not deserve a chance in office. Trump should come out immediately and disavow him.
You know, I'll tell you who said the same thing as you. A good friend of mine, Matt Morse. Matt Morse said yesterday, just saying, if President Trump were to pull his endorsement of Mike Lindell over Lindell's recent statements on amnesty, it would send a clear message heading into the midterms, zero compromises on illegal immigration. What are your thoughts? That's Matt.
I am 100% with Matt. I like Matt. I watch Matt regularly.
I do too.
And I agree with him straightforward. Mike Lindell does not deserve an ounce more of effort from any single MAGA patriot there is left. You support Mike, you don't support MAGA. Amnesty is wrong.
You know,
no amnesty for 25 to 50 years.
You know what is crazy to me is that I had never even seen a clip of the other candidate until I pulled up her page there and played it.
Here. Same here.
Have you seen anybody else show anything about her or no?
No, I've seen nothing. It's like, wow, why are people not putting her out in Minnesota? You know, Your buddy's got a friendship with Mexico Mike, but you know what? He's supporting the wrong person.
You know, you and I, you were in the Coast Guard. I was in the Navy. We've got friends that we can hold accountable, that we don't agree with everything they've done. I think maybe that's where we're at on this.
So,
I watched a little bit of Neil's show last night. I saw him getting absolutely dragged in the comments. It was tough for me to watch.
I spent less than 5 minutes in there. He started promoting him, and I was done. That's enough for me. When the other one was promoting him from day one, I was done with him. You know, and they're dropping like flies. Keep it up, people. You keep supporting him. You keep keeping him as a sponsor. You will lose your channel. If you don't lose your channel, you're definitely going to lose money, and you deserve it.
Let me ask you this, Bruno, and be honest with me, and I know you will because you're a fellow veteran. If I were to do a My Pillow ad read right now, how quick would you be upset with me?
Oh.
Be honest with me. Be honest, Neil. Bruno.
I would honestly have to exit your channel, Ben.
I just can't.
If you could accept the sponsorship and continue allowing him to sponsor you, who we discussed this in the Discord. Credibility and integrity is everything. You support Mike Lindell, you've lost all credibility and all integrity, and I could not support that. And I would definitely have to say, God bless you, brother Patriot, but I would have to exit the channel.
And here's my perspective on this, and I think you might agree with this. I work in the veterans realm. I'm a veteran service officer. I know lots of veterans struggling, and a lot of the veterans that come into my office watch my channel. And if there was a veteran that came into my office needing help finding a job, a place to live, filing for VA benefits, and I said, man, sorry, there's nothing I can do for you. And they turned around and said, well, wait a second, you're advertising for a guy that supports amnesty. Amnesty puts illegals in front of me. How would I answer that question?
Exactly, because at that point, your credibility is shot. Your credibility is completely shot because you're supporting someone who's giving a job to an illegal over getting a veteran a job. And that's the line for me too. You know, veterans first.
I think Americans first, veterans first. I'm going to put anyone first over illegals.
Exactly. 100%. You know, we've got to get this country back on track. And if we keep supporting people that support this stuff, we are finished. We are completely finished. We can't keep doing this.
Oh, man. Uh-oh,
I love
somebody...
my country. I know I said this to you in a message the other day, and I'm solid with this, Ben. You know, your channel and you as a VSO, you get a lot of respect from a lot of people because of what you do. But your channel and opening this voice for us as patriots, and I said this to you in a message the other night, you have helped me open myself up and find better points of myself and stronger points of my own personality to use to help other people. You are a voice. You are a solid strength to the movement. You are straightforward, hardcore media that we needed. And God bless you for it, man. You make a lot of us better patriots and stronger people.
I'm going to tell you this, Bruno. I'm a normal dude.
I know you are.
I like being able to take phone calls because I think some people like you feel like your voice isn't heard.
There's a lot of us that feel like our voice isn't heard.
God bless you. Hey, I've been looking at some other channels. I haven't seen Benny Johnson address the Mike Lindell situation. I want to know what he thinks on this.
I can't even stomach Benny for even a minute.
I'll tell you what. I tip my hat to Matt Morse for what he said.
Oh yeah, definitely. Matt is a great guy, solid, just like you.
Thank you for calling, Randy. Randy,
Thank
brother
you,
from
God
another
bless you.
mother, Semper Paratus.
Semper Paratus, always ready.
Take care, brother. God bless you. Coast Guard veteran, Randy, Patriot Bruno in the chat. He's up in Massachusetts. RG3, Big Shot Ben. I don't know about that. What is this? No host is going to tell me who to watch because of their sponsors. Scoop, great comment. Scoop, I will never stop watching Neil. I just sent he sent him $300 worth of stuff that he made. Scoop, that is very commendable. Scoop, I appreciate you doing that. Neil is a great guy. I love Neil to death. I can still disagree with him. Okay, I can do that. We're allowed to do that here. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free. Who is this? Line 1, where are you calling from?
Hey, Ben, it's Asphalt Man. How you doing, brother?
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. I can't wait to hear this. Go for it.
Okay, two points. I got 2 points here. Okay, first is on the McDo or the lady in Minnesota. I think somebody needs to be dropping her name in Trump's ear. I think he should give her a little audience and just hear her out and see what she's got to say.
Okay.
That's one point. Here's the thing. Look, Mike's a good guy. Okay, and yes, he has done a lot. He is, but Mike's got a lot of baggage, dude. You know that. I know that. Here comes the Kraken. Okay, all right. He's got a lot of baggage. He's got a lot of stuff that they can pick and use as ammo. Okay, that's all. I'm going to say that. Second point. Who is his campaign manager? Who told him that was a good idea to say that? That was, oh, yeah, dude. Oh, man, we're killing in the polls here. Come out with this. That's what I want to know. Who the hell is his campaign manager? And I'll echo Bruno's statements, brother. Hey, man, you speak for a lot of us. A lot of us are feeling,
I don't
as far
know
as veterans
who...
go. As far as veterans go, listen, man. As far as veterans go, anybody who has the guts and enough grit in the crack of their ass to sign their name on a piece of paper that says the government can do anything they want to with me ought to be taken care of. They have earned those rights. They have earned the care and take of this nation. That's my opinion.
I'm going to put them in front of any illegal.
Whatever.
I'm putting them over any illegal.
Yep. Amen.
God bless you. Appreciate you calling.
Love you, brother. Y'all say, hey, keep smiling. We're winning.
We are freaking winning. And that's what scares them. It scares them. Take care, brother. God bless you. Asphalt Man. Great call. Great call from the Asphalt Man. You know what? Let's, oh wait, what did I do there? Good grief. I am not the best at this. I am just not the best. I'm still learning. I'm still learning what's happening on this platform and how to operate it. I can't help it. There we go. Elon, we talked about that. Matt Morse, great commentator. Let's go here.
Good morning. Those attacks by U.S. forces over military targets in Iran began at about 2 a.m. local time. The strikes lasted for more than 2 hours. This was the 13th night in a row that the U.S. targeted military targets inside of Iran. It comes as President Trump is warning of something possibly much bigger on the horizon, telling Axios there could be a massive attack on Iran, that the president is close to a decision, but a decision has not been made yet. One thing the president has been firm on over and over again, the fact that he says Iran will never have a nuclear weapon. Here's President Trump.
Doing very well against the Islamic Republic of Iran. We're doing extremely well. They would like to do something, but I say they're not ready yet. They got some evil intentions. We cannot let them have a nuclear weapon. If we did all this that I'm talking about your data centers, isn't that important? When they start blowing away communities one by one, we cannot let them ever even think about having a nuclear weapon, and that's exactly what's happening. They'll never have a nuclear weapon.
President Trump has also said he intends to hold Iran responsible for attacks by Houthi terrorists on Saudi shipping inside the Red Sea. Attacks by the Houthis on 2 Saudi tankers with missiles and drones set one tanker alight and really helped to spike oil prices briefly above $100.
There we go. All right. Let's run through some super chats. I really appreciate this. Let's go. Let's grab these. I like to highlight whatever people really supporting the channel. Super chat from Memphis. Laugh out loud. Jesus Christ, Ben. Why don't you tell them how you really feel? Great call. I love it. Thank you, Memphis. God bless you. Super chat from Deborah. The song You Gotta Stand for Something is by Aaron Tippin. I couldn't remember that name. I'm going to listen to that this morning. It's a great song. I have the CD. Cool Freedom Patriot. Mike's view isn't new. May 22nd, he did an interview saying the exact same thing. Send that to me. Airborne. Thank you for your service. If the name wasn't Mike Lindell and another Republican senator, House member, or governor advocated for amnesty, would Neil call them out? Also, does doing good in the past exempt you from future actions? Dennis Rader was a deacon in the church, right? Little reference to Wichita. Good morning, Ben. You should see if you can get her on your show. I am going to contact her campaign manager. Absolutely. Celeste, thank you for that. David, there is no far right, just far left, okay? Colin, you got a certain group in a bunch last night on a certain channel. There we go. David, everything's far right, not far left. Okay, a little opposite of what he said before. Why is common sense being attacked at every turn? Good point. My amnesty pillow, your neighbor pays for it, and it comes with free rent and food. I think we need the sham wow guy to make Mike disappear. That's a good one. That's funny. Super chat from Memphis Conservative. One big clown car, and they're all in it. And Memphis Conservative. Good morning, Brother Ben, and everybody in the chat. I'm sick of this guy. And Abby Phillips, too, as well as their lies. You are not wrong with that. I think.
On the watch, on the 1MC, pass the word. Dive, dive, sound 2 blasts of dive alarm, pass the word, dive, dive.
Dive, dive. Dive, dive.
Here we go again! Here we go again! Same old song again! Same old song again! Marching down the avenue! Marching down the avenue! We don't know when we'll be through! We don't know when we'll be through! A long, long time ago! Long, long time ago! Heard it on the radio! Heard it on the radio! Sounds so good to me! Sounds so good to me! U.S. Navy submarine! U.S. Navy submarine! Recruiter just inside here! Recruiter just inside here! Turns out I gave them 5 years! Turns out I gave them 5 years! Had to get out of boot camp! Had to get out of boot camp! They won't like the smoking lamp! They won't like the smoking lamp! Now I'm a submariner! Now I'm a submariner! Rolling in the deep, sir! Rolling in the deep, sir! Top secret mission, hush, hush! Secret mission, hush, hush! No one's gonna find us! No one's gonna find us! 6 months below the ocean! 6 months below the ocean! I can't remember the sun! I can't remember the sun! Can't write my wife no letters! Can't write my wife no letters! And Tony's gonna get her! Tony's gonna get her! But I won't trade this life away! I won't trade this life away! Makes it worth the Navy pay! Makes it worth the Navy pay! If I can't be a bobblehead! I can't be a bobblehead! Might as well just be dead! Might as well just be dead! A long, long time ago! Long, long time ago! Heard it on the radio! Heard it on the radio! Sounds so good to me! Sounds so good to me! U.S. Navy submarine! U.S. Navy submarine! Left, right, left, right! Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left! Hey, sailor! Hey, sailor! Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Coral Sea! I've been to Coral Sea! Fighting for liberty! Fighting for liberty! Fighting for freedom! Fighting for freedom! Hey, sailor! Hey, sailor! Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Korea! I've been to Korea! Fighting for liberty! liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Vietnam. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Desert Storm. I've been to Desert Storm. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Afghanistan. I've been to Afghanistan. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Iraq and back. I've been to Iraq and back. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where will you be? Where will you be? I'll be where I have to be. I'll be where I have to be. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Live free, live free. Live free, live free, live free, live free.
Okay, guys, gals, girls, this is Ben Dykes Show. Smash the like and subscribe on your way out the door. See you in the next one. Ben Dykes Show is... Guys, gals, girls, we only got 2 genders on this channel. I want to say thank you for watching. Is there anybody in Springfield, Missouri? Anybody in the chat in Springfield, Missouri? If so, I'm headed that way this morning. Listen, Lindell's MAGA. I think Lindell is MAGA. I really do think Mike Lindell is MAGA. I don't know if I have any questions about that. I really don't. The part that bothers me is that, you know, like he might have messed up. And when you messed up, you know, it leads to problems. It leads to some problems. And I think Mike is going to regret that. I think that I think he made some bad decisions. I'll say that. Really, really bad decision. You know, I can't support amnesty. I don't think anybody else can support amnesty that I know of. Gonna pass Bass Pro. That's actually where I'm going, is Bass Pro this morning. It's called the Mothership up there. That's what I'm going to go try to check out. We'll take another call or two here. Let's go here. Line 3. What do you got? Where are you calling from? What's your name?
My name is Paula, and I'm calling from Cleveland, Texas.
Turn the audio down in the background, Paula.
I already did.
What you got? What you got?
We vote these people into office. When they run for election, I don't know about you, but I check them out. I check out their history, what they stand for, what they believe in, to see if they line up with my beliefs and everything. I go to the polls, I get them into office, and then they do crap like this. I feel so betrayed.
Like Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Betrayed. Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Mike. It's totally unacceptable. That is my statement.
He messed up. He messed up.
It's
But let me ask you this. How old are you? You don't have to tell me. You can tell me mind my own business.
I'm 67 years old.
At 67, do you change your political beliefs?
No.
At 50, do you change your political beliefs?
Nope.
I think when you're young, most people are liberals until they start paying taxes, right? Or that's what I thought.
You're searching. When I was young, I was searching for what party I wanted. And, you know, the Democratic Party, when I was young, you know, that the clip of Obama, you played earlier was a prime example of how the Democratic Party used to be.
I'm going to grab these other ones. I appreciate you calling. God bless you. I want to play a little bit of this. Let's get her.
Here's what I propose is I want to make conditional non-resident visas. And this would be, I'm going to actually talk to the president about this, but I want to start with Minnesota. These conditional non-resident visas, you would have 6 months. Anyone's here that is an illegal immigrant comes in, you get checked in the courthouse, you get fingerprinted, you get checked in to get this conditional non-resident visa. Now you have 6 months to do that. You're not a citizen, but you don't have to leave ever.
Okay, that's his words, not mine. His words, not mine. That's where I'm at, guys. This bothers me.
A couple of things happen. One is you can't commit a crime be convicted of a crime of a gross misdemeanor or better. Right now we have 1,300 people in Minnesota that are in our prisons that are illegal. We pay $110 million a year to house them. They need to be shipped out. Okay.
Yeah, but the president is not going to go for this.
Let me finish the plan, Esme. So you have this. And now, at the end of the 6 months, of these people, if they want to go get a driver's license, they can go get a driver's license. But just like when I used to get DWIs, there was conditions on my driver's license. They will have to get a driver's license, but they will have to learn to speak English and to read our signs here. Okay, that's going to be one of the conditions, okay, if you want to drive it. Now,
who's going to pay for them to learn English? Who pays for that?
If you go to the line to be a legal citizen, then you go to the back of the line. But here's the thing, that line's going to be short and there's going to be no cost. How are we going to pay for that? Here's how we're going to pay. During this 6 months, the employers that are paying cash, at the end of that 6 months, if they're paying cash and they don't have that card, these guys are committing crimes, these employers. They need to go to jail for 90 days. It'll be mandatory. And then they're going to start.
So you're going to send the employers to jail, but you're going to allow the criminals that broke into the country to get out.
Paying taxes that we all pay.
Okay.
And the economy's going to go up here because everyone's going to start paying taxes.
Well, the immigrant community, undocumented, do pay taexes. There's a way that started in the 1990s.
Okay.
There is a way that they do pay taxes.
They're not all paying this. These employers are paying. It solves a big problem. These guys now, the illegals can come out of the shadows. They can live like.
Illegals can come out of the shadows. That's what we want. We want them out of the shadows.
You and I, they don't have to hide out. They don't have to worry about being attacked till they can't tell anybody or raped or whatever would happen to them. Yeah. They don't have to have that worry. These employers that are stealing from all of us better look out under my watch because they better.
Does he have any illegals working for him?
Have that conditional non-resident card for you to employ them, and you better be paying your taxes. And then if you do this, here's what happens. You now have all the money that you gain. It's in the billions, not millions. In the billions you gain from them paying taxes. Now, these employers, okay, you take that money and you use it to legalize people. You bring them to, because right now.
Use taxpayer money, okay.
A lot of the people, they can't afford $5,000 to $15,000 to go through the system to be.
Well, oh boy. Every time I rewatch this, I see something else I don't agree with. I'll grab one or two calls. I think I probably got y'all upset. I probably upset you showing this clip again, but I think it needs to be addressed. I mean, that's a weird dynamic we got going on there. There's one part of it right here at the end that really gets me. This is the part that gets me. I want you to hear this part. It starts at about the 6-minute mark.
I'm sorry you have to leave our country. Now, nobody's going to be left here other than the bad ones that don't go in and get that. That did not go in and get that card. And then everybody's safer. Our communities are safer. You take the ones that are left and they're going to tell on them and say, these guys have been doing this and they're there. They're not going to be able to get employed because they're criminals. And these guys better not employ them to steal from us.
Mike, this sounds exactly like some of the Democratic proposals over the years to.
Hold up. I want to hear that again. Listen to that part.
the ones that are left, and they're going to tell on them and say, these guys have been doing this, and they're not going to be able to get employed because they're criminals, and these guys better not employ them to steal from us.
Mike, this sounds exactly like some of the Democratic proposals over the years to
Well, I'm sure the
reform.
Republicans, maybe they won't like me for it, but it solves the problem. These are common sense solutions.
Well, and I think a lot of people on the Democratic
I think some guy said we could keep our doctor if we liked our doctor.
side, I think will agree with you because a lot of what you're
absolutely.
saying, and I think it's the business people and the farmers. I don't think people realize how much business people and farmers have been hurt. You surely, in My Pillow, had to be hurt in your factories.
Oh yeah, back in the day, absolutely. I mean, you have. It's not just the farmers.
Okay. All right. Sounds exactly like Democrats. That's the part that scared me right there. Listen to that again.
Communities are safer. You take the ones that are left, and they're going to tell on them and say, these guys have been doing this, and they're not going to be able to get employed because they're criminals, and these guys better not employ them to steal from us.
Mike, this sounds exactly like some of the Democratic proposals.
Sounds exactly like the Democrat proposals. Tommy, make it quick. What do you got?
Hey, morning. Listen, let me just say this.
Don't
I've
talk
watched
about
Mike
being a
like
pilot in an
doesn't matter
airplane
where
and
I
all
was.
that.
Listen, he's
We're
a
not
problem
interested.
solver, right?
Uh-huh.
I truly believe that he thinks he's solving the immigration problem.
Is
Look
he?
how passionate he is.
Is he solving anything?
No, but I believe that he believes that, all these years of the Democrats yelling this stuff about the problems in the border needs to be solved by law. And I just see him as passionate about thinking that MAGA wants us to fix the immigration problem and keep the people picking the vegetables status quo that has been for years and years and years.
Okay.
And now he calls the farmers like the criminals. And then on top of that, he wants us to pay for it. On top of that, he wants to come out of the shadows. He has feelings for these people because they've worked for him for years. That's my opinion. Doesn't matter where I was, what I was doing, period.
God bless you.
I see this guy trying to solve the problem. And
Thank you, Tommy.
Is totally off base.
I think the part that scares me is she says, this sounds exactly like Democrats.
Yeah, exactly. Every time I hear this thing, I freak out. It just gets worse and worse. I mean, he's detailed in his desire to fix, he just said it, fix the issue, the problem. I'm a problem solver. And he is. He always has been a passionate problem solver. And that's what he's trying to do, I believe. I think he earnestly wants to fix the border like the Democrats want it fixed. We, MAGA, want all of them out and start fresh. I picked.
I got to grab this other one, Tommy.
Period.
Thank you for
Go
calling.
ahead.
Great points. Line 3. Go right ahead.
Hi, Ben. Thanks for the show. I'm glad you take calls. And I'd just like to suggest maybe, I hope that you can get Mike's Republican competitor on so she can share her views and her plans.
It's the first time I ever saw a campaign thing for her. It's the very first time.
Yeah, and it's like they do that. I've seen that done a lot of times. To call them the underdogs. They don't get a voice. They don't get to speak, and that's why I kind of hope that you'll try and get her on so she can speak. And
Somebody just posted a comment, crack is a hell of a drug. I don't know who said that. Was that Biden that said crack is a hell of a drug? I think that was, or he said something like that. I really do. The part that bothers me the most with this whole thing is him or her saying, that sounds a lot like Democrats. That scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's true though.
God bless you, brother. Thank you for calling. Crack is a hell of a drug. I forget who said that. Was that Joe Biden?
And then everybody's safer. Our communities are safer. You take the ones that are left, and they're going to tell on them and say, "These guys have been doing this, and they're there. They're not going to be able to get employed because they're criminals. And these guys better not employ them to steal from us."
Mike, this sounds exactly like some of the Democratic proposals over the years to
Well, I'm sure the
reform.
Republicans, maybe they won't like me for it, but it's
There's a lot of Republicans that don't like you for it right now, Mike. There's a lot. There is a lot of Republicans that don't like you for it right now. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'll say this. I got to get out of here.